Good evening, everybody. And welcome to World Online Racing Tier 10, Saudi Arabia, round 12 I believe it is. Delighted to be a commentator this evening, everybody. Brilliant to see you all. Hopefully we'll see plenty of you in the stream tonight. We'll get everything sorted here. And we'll see what we've got. So, if you haven't met me before, I'm TE Meadow, as I'm more commonly known by WOR. I usually do comms in WOR, I don't usually race that much, but yeah, it'll be good this evening to see you all. I just need to turn my volume down just a little bit, bear with me 1 second. There we go. I believe it'll be MLG Cactus on the first fast lap. So we'll just stay on board with them for the time being. Just a little bit of an update for you. Last time out, Fresh won. 25 points from the standing, that leaves him second at the moment. Just a little update on the standings. I'll just get it up for you all now. There we go, 1 second. So in P1 in the standings, sorry, it's Rambo. I don't think he's racing tonight. He is not. So that does in fact give Fresh a chance to overtake him in P1 in the standings, which will be very interesting. But we'll just go on board with Cactus here, who I think is on an outlap. He's about to start his first flying lap, so we'll just stay on board with him there. So yeah, Fresh has a chance to go P1 today after a win last time out. We're going to stay on board here with Cactus as that's his first lap. Good into turn 1, keeps nice and clean through the chicane. And then he heads down a really twisty section into sector 1, into a left-hander, followed by a fast right-hander. Obviously. Oh, and he bends it into the wall. We weren't expecting that. Bends it in sector 1, that'll be a broken front wing. Very lucky not to have done any thermal damage to his car there. Very lucky. We'll go on board with the Red Bull. Because he is on a fast lap. He was right behind Cactus. Obviously he's going to be setting a purple sector 1 area. He's the first person to go through. So yeah, the Jeddah Corniche circuit, street circuit in Jeddah in Saudi Arabia. The most corners of any F1 track. He also sets a purple section through there, Seneca. Oh, but he's invalidated there. He's gone way too far around that corner there. Invalidated, so that's that. He'll have to go back and go like that. We'll go on board with Fresh here, our championship second place. And he doesn't invalidate there. So clean lap here. Obviously everybody's going to set the bank lap at the moment. And then we'll start to see the real pace when we get into later on into the qualifying. And that is a 128.5, so that's the benchmark for everyone to hit. It's a 128.574. For Fresh, Reza Gamer behind him with a 129.4. However, he is on medium tyres, so it is expected for him to be a little bit slower. Next up, we've got Mr. Frosty, sorry, my apologies. We've got General Jake, who's invalidated his lap. We've got Mercedes next to him, which is Judgy, 23. He's also invalidated. Hammy is best. He's just starting his first push lap on medium tyres. It'll be interesting to see the strategy that people go with around here, because it really is It really is an open field to what strategy you can go. You can do a 2-stop rounder, you can do a 1-stop. Most likely option I think will be a 1-stop by the looks of it. Castro goes third with a 130.01 and Sideshow Samuel in fourth with a 133.1. We've got a yellow flag in sector 2. It looks like a pass is stopped on track. That will be fresh, he'll be pulling out the way of other cars. We've got an Alpine speeding past him there. I think that was... It was indeed. He's on a fast lap here. We'll stay on board with him here just for the time being as he goes in 6.3. He invalidates his lap. Brilliant news. So we'll watch the Williams. We'll watch Mr. Frosty. Because why not? Oh, we have got a yellow flag. That would just be car slowing down in sector 3. Don't need to worry about that for the time being. My only positive is that we did get to see one car bin into the wall in the first few minutes of quali, so that was entertaining. Judgy 23, he goes P1 with a 128.4. So Mercedes in P1, he does overtake Fresh by a 10th and a half there, as Fresh heads into the pits. I think Hammy must have invalidated his lap again there, because this is the second time we've gone down. Is there anybody on the lap? There is. We'll go back to Mr. Frosty and watch his lap because he hasn't invalidated it as he goes around the last corner here. Opens up the DRS. What is he going to set here? Looking about a 128, 129, 128.745. That puts him into third for the time being. We've got Matty 1929. Sorry, he's on a fast lap. He's just gone into sector. He's just about to go into sector 2. We'll stay on board with him. He's on the medium tyre for now. Will be interesting to see what, as I said before, what strategy people decide to go on because, you know, I've got absolutely no idea what they could be doing. Very clean round there from Matty. There is a Haas in the way, hopefully we'll block him. Got a yellow flag in sector 2, and he doesn't invalidate. In 6-3 opens the DRS. One more corner left for him. We'll see where Matty can get up to. Nice clean lap here from Matty. It does have to be said. Nice and clean. That puts him into 7th with a 130.3. Not a bad lap there, especially on the medium tyres. We've got Footmaster who's just gone into a fast lap. Footmaster, sorry. My bad. I can't read. Can see the drivers like right on the limit around every single one of these cars. It's brilliant to watch. It's brilliant. Oh, we just had somebody set a lap there. Mazepin and then McLaren set a 128.6 on the medium. Is the fastest medium winner so far. That'll be very interesting to keep an eye on. Very interesting. I believe we've just had an Alfa Romeo across the line. We've got a yellow flag in sector 3. The pass going slowly? It is. It'll be fresh. We're still on board with Footy Master 211. Sector 3 is about to set a lap. Around the last corner, opens up the DRS, and it's going to be a 129.3 for Footy Master, so that puts him P7 for the time being. We've just had somebody set up as well. Was it an AlphaTauri? It was Speedy Smithy 666 with a 128.0. So good luck there as well. Have we got anybody on a fast lap? No. Oh, but somebody has just set a lap. And I can't for the life of me see who it was. Oh, Syndicate. Syndicate set his first lap. 128.0. It's not a bad lap there. Although he's invalidated his next lap, so won't be going on to another one. We've got Finn, who's invalidated again. And then we've got Hammy's best. So they're the only two drivers so far not to set a lap time. Although we've got a very, very fast field tonight by the looks of it. Fastest lap, Cactus. He's gone 127.5, followed by Speedy, who's 5/10 behind him with a 128 dead. So Cactus, well in the lead here. Got Fresh. Is he on a fast lap? He is. Keep on board with our championship second place. Oh, he's not opening, he's going into the pits. We're in stand board. Oh, we're keeping an open board with Razza Gamer, who goes 6/10 up in sector 2. 6/10 up in his PB, stays nice and clean within the lines there, opens up the DRS at sector 3. And what's Razza Gamer going to have to do here? He's 6/10 up in his last lap. He could be in the 128s, 127s possibly here. So around the last corner he goes, keeps it nice and clean through the left-hander. Gets his foot down nice and early, opens up the DRS. And we're going to be looking at a 128.420. A second off his personal best, that puts him 5th for the time being. We've got Mazepin who's on the now lap. He's gone onto the soft tyres, decided to bin off the mediums. We've got a Ferrari coming down the last corner now. That'll be young Castro. We'll keep an eye on him. Sector 3's 8/10 up, and he goes 10th with a 128.8. And we also had a Alfa Romeo behind him, that was Finn. He's got a 128.7, but he's on 2 lap old stuff, so I don't think he'll go for another lap. We've got a Red Bull on the last corner here, and it is Hammy, who has finally completed a lap without invalidating. Oh wait, no he's not, he's starting a new one now. We'll keep on board with Hammy because he hasn't set a lap yet. Round into turn 3. Again, into this fast left-hander here, followed by a very fast right-hander straight away. Very easy to invalidate your lap round here. Brilliant lap here by Hammy. So far, good sector 1. Opens up the DRS as he heads into sector 2. Purple sector 1 from Hammy. So we're going to stand both of them here. Around that left-hander hairpin. We've got a yellow flag coming from sector 2. I think that'll just be Ferrari slowing down for him. Into the chicane. And straight down into this twisty section in sector 2. That aren't really corners, but again it goes purple sector 2 as well, 57.9. And then down in sector 3, opens up his DRS. And we could be on for a pole position lap here from Hammy's best. We could be looking at 127s. This could be a very fast lap for him here. In the last corner. Upshifts into Forrest, and he's going into the wall! He's into the wall there. And that is devastating for him. He'll be starting from the back of the grid. He was on such a good lap. He just got his foot down a bit too early there. And it's gone into the wall. That is very upsetting for Hammy's best. He was on a very good lap there. We'll keep on board with Matty 1929. And he doesn't... Oh, he goes up. Stays in 14th, even though he improves by a second on his previous lap. Ferrari about to come across the line. MLG Cactus starting a lap here. We've also got young Castro. He's coming out of the pits now. Mr. Frosty avoiding that damage there. And that'll be devastating for Hammy. He'll be starting from the back of the grid, but we'll have to wait and see what he can do. Have we got anybody on fast lap? We've got Matty. We'll keep on board with Matty. He goes he goes a 10th up on his sector 1 time previously. Into the long left-hander hairpin here. 4th gear. Shifts up to 5th just on the exit of the corner. Into a right-hander turn. Into the quick right-left chicane coming up now. And straight down into this twisty section, which as I said before aren't really corners, they're just like little kinks in the track. Halfway really well around here. And then heads into a quick left-right chicane. Onto the back straight. Oh, that's quite wide there, but he managed to keep it in track restrictions. Opens up his DRS. And is he going to set a potential pole up here? We'll have to wait and see. Can he beat MLG Cactus's time of a 127.54? Round the last corner, he's going to open up his DRS now. No, he's not. He's going into the pits. He's going into the pits. He's decided to give up on the lap, so we'll get on board with Cactus, who has invalidated his lap, unfortunately. We've got a Red Bull behind him, that's Syndicate. He's on his out lap. We'll follow him up here on his fast lap. Currently in third, Syndicate. Could potentially get pole with this lap here if he sticks it. Down into third, get around turn 1, into second, short shifts up to third. Mr. Frosty's retired. And I'm not sure what's happened there. Might have just... Oh, and Syndicate's retired as well. So, everybody's on an out lap right now. There is a yellow flag in the sector 2, that's a hazard. We have got Footy Master, he's on a fast lap, so we'll stay on board with him for now. Everybody will be going for the final laps now because the track elevation will be at its highest. And he's invalidated. Footy Master's invalidated, so he's going to go around again. We'll see if he can stick on pole, but we're going to stay on board with Fresh, who's about to start. Oh no, he's not. He's got no front wing, so he's not. Is there anybody about to start a fast lap? There's 2 Alpines, I see them, General Jake and Razza. So we'll stay on board with General Jake. He's on his out lap, he's going to start. We'll stay on board with him here. So, we'll start again. Down in second gear, short shifts back up to third and back down to second. Big turns 1 and 2, through turn 3, into turn 5 and 6, which is this left-right combo here, who we've seen many drivers spin at today in qualifying. I think we've had 2 or 3 lose the front wing there. Syndicate's retired from the session. He's gone into the pits. I don't think he'll be doing another lap. General Jake opens up the DRS into this fast left-hander. Short shifts up to 5th. And then straight down into the back of the track. He's going to go onto this fast right-left chicane. Beautiful to watch the cars around there. Just absolutely stick it. Into the little kinks in the second sector. Finn's retired. He's gone into the pits. Purple second sector for General Jake here. Could he put it on pole? Oh, no he can't. He's invalidated his lap. That is unfortunate. We're going to go on board with the other Alpine, who's also invalidated his lap, so has Mazepin. He's not invalidated his lap. He's on his final lap. We'll see if he's going to be able to stick on pole. Is anybody going to be able to beat Cactus? That is the question that everyone's asking. Mazepin opens up the DRS. And he sets a pole time of a 1:27.537. Wow, that is ridiculously close. Mazepin goes into provisional pole for us, but we've still got Speedy who's invalidated his lap. Is there anyone else on the lap? Can he be beaten? Master's invalidated. Cactus is still on a lap. Mazepin setting a pole time 1/100th of a second faster than Cactus. Oh, but Cactus lost his front wing and invalidated his lap. The only other person on the lap is Judgy, and he's finished. He's 18 seconds, so it looks like Mazepin is on pole for us here. Wow, that was a bit of a dramatic qualifier. I think there'll be pieces of front wing everywhere all over the track. But brilliant qualifying to watch. I think we've got Mazepin in P1, we've got Cactus in P2, Speedy Smithy in P3, Syndicate in P4, Judgy in P5, Razza Gamer in P6, General Jake in P7, Fresh in P8, Finn in P9, Frosty in P10, Castro in P11, Footy Master in P12, Sideshow Sam in P13, Matty 1929 in P14, and Hammy is best in P15 at the back of the grid. Will anybody be able to pull out an upset tonight? We'll have to wait and see. One eventful qualifying for that. Very eventful qualifying. So, let's see where this leaves us. So, in P1 we've got Mazepin in the McLaren. P2 is Cactus in the Ferrari. P3 is Smithy in the AlphaTauri. P4 is Jake in the Alpine. P5 is Syndicate in the Red Bull. P6 we've got Judgy in the Mercedes. P7 in the Alpine we got Reza Gamer. P8 our second place championship Fresh in the Haas. P9 we've got Finn in the Alfa Romeo. And it's just decided to take me off the screen. Absolutely brilliant. We'll go through them in a second. No need to worry. So, what we'll do is we go back through it. Where were we? We're up to Finn in the Alfa Romeo in P9, Frosty in P10 in the Williams, Castro in P11 in the Ferrari, Forty Master in the Haas in P12, Samuel in P13, Matty in P14 in the Mercedes, and Hammy in P15 in the Red Bull. I'm not sure, but somebody has decided to start the race, so I think we're just going to roll with it. Let me just bear with me 1 second, see what's happening here. So we head out onto the formation lap here. We're just getting on with it. Brilliant news. Rightio. My money's on Mazepin. I think he'll win this race. I think he's our odds-on favourite, especially with Fresh in P8 starting there. We'll have to wait and see what happens here. This is going to be a brilliant race. I think there'll be at least one safety car. I don't think we'll have all 15 drivers in this race by lap 25, put it that way. I will wait and see. It'll be a very, very interesting race. Very interesting race. Just a quick hello to anybody tuning in and watching the stream this evening. It is appreciated to spending your Thursday night watching us. I'll try my best to entertain you throughout the race. Can't promise anything, however. But what I can promise you is some entertaining racing. Oh, well, there's Cactus who's had a spin on the formation lap. As we form the grid up for the race, I'm just going to have a quick swig of my cup of tea. I hope you've got yours, because you're going to bloody well need one. We've got 25 laps of racing ahead. What more would you want to do on your Thursday night? What more would you want to do on your Thursday night than sit and listen to me ramble on about 15 cars driving around in a circle? There's a bit more to it than that. But as we line up here, Hammy coming into on the back of the grid. We've got 1 red light, 2 red light, 3 red light, 4 red light, 5 red lights. And it's late, so, and away we go. Mazepin gets a good start there. In P2 also gets a decent start. Into turn 1 we go, can everyone keep it clean? Doesn't look like there's too many incidents so far. The Alpine is not much damage from anyone there. Good clean start from all the races. Mazepin manages to stick into P1 there. We've got Fresh who's made up 2 places into P6. Reza Gamer into P7. Samuel's gone down into P2. And down the inside goes Finn on the Alpine. No, he's going to back out of the move for the time being. Sam's got that position back. Let's stick at the front of Griffin now. Mazepin and Cactus. Cactus had a bit of a move. He's touched back with Finn. He's taken the off tires from. And that is devastating from there. Capitalize on any mistakes. Down the inside is going to go here. Mazepin's managed to pull a 2-second gap, and that lack of football is really pushing him down the order. And he'll pit on this first lap. Let's have a look at what tyres everybody's on for the time being. Bear with me 1 second. The predicted strategy today is a soft medium or a soft hard strategy. We've got a little battle forming in the midfield here between Jake, who swerves around the track there. Finn has overtaken Razagamer into turn 1, pushes him wide, back on the inside of Razagamer. Top. Are they going to continue the battle going into the next turn? Finn gets ahead nicely. We're just going to make our way around down the field and see if there's anything happening. We've got Castro and Matty having a little battle in the field with the Red Bull and the BM trying to capitalise on his bad qualifying start. Sam manages to get past Hammy and Castro with a 3-second warning already. Razagamer as well with a 3-second penalty for track limits. Mazepin 2.1 seconds ahead now. Cactus and Syndicate having a battle here with P2. We'll keep an eye on this for now. 14th Astor with a penalty. Syndicate having a little peek on the inside there. Cactus closing the door quickly. He's going to let him past. Of course, no DRS until lap 3 here. Here. Syndicate, he's looking at the long way around, gets closed off again, he's going to turn back onto the inside here. We're going to get on board with Syndicate here. We're going to have a look at his telemetry. He's going into 4th gear and he gets along the straight. We've got a Haas going on the inside, fresh. Is he going to overtake the Alpine here? He's on the inside of it. He's got plenty of overtaking. He's going to turn his overtake button on. Is he going to take the move into going into turn 1? He is. He's going to go on the inside, but Jake is going to keep on the inside line there. Good clean race moving into and down into turn 4 they go. The Alfa Romeo, Finn just behind them. Ahead, but Fresh comes out on top into P4. Got General Jake just behind him. Is he going to try and get the position back going into the next turn? And obviously got DRS zone coming up now. Penalties coming everywhere. Fresh has got a penalty there, and Razagamer. Both of them getting 3-second time penalties now. Jake turns on the table, he's got full battery in. We're going to stick with this battle and see where it develops. One of the cars are managing to stick pretty close together. Keep on board with the battle for P4 here. Jake trying to just trying to capitalise on any mistakes. Everyone's got the DRS here. There's a Williams there trying to take place. Mr. Frosty goes on the inside of Razagamer and makes that move stick. And it looks like Fresh has got into the pits. Must have damage, so that puts Finn up into P4. Finn has taken the place of Gerald Jake, and we didn't quite catch that one, unfortunately. Very sorry about that. On the line of cars here, Syndicate and Cactus still battling it out for P2 here. But we're going to focus on a battle for P5, sorry. We're on board with Mr. Frosty. You can see just how fast he's passing on these turns here. It's absolutely brilliant to watch. Quite a DRS train forming here with Finn at the there must be about 7 or maybe 8 cars in this one DRS train. I think this is going to be a bit of a tail of this story, so We'll see what ties him goes up. Footy master with another 3 seconds. And penalties that everyone's got there. So yeah, that's footy master's second penalty now. Mr. Frosty. Oh, we've got a retirement. And that is Razza Gamer in Sector 2. Mr. Frosty takes P4 from Finn. He's going to come straight back at him with the DRS. And he does get past him into turn 1. Brilliant move there. Nice and coming straight past him. Oh, and the Alpine of Jake is going to look on the inside of Frosty. And he has a little moment there. Frosty has a little moment. He's got 3 seconds penalty for that. As a result of that little mess up there. A little bit too harsh on the box. Raz is out this race now. I'm surprised that hasn't brought out a safety car, to be honest with you. We've got a yellow flag in Sector 1, and that is a Mercedes. And what has happened here? We're going to just stay on board. Let's see what's happened. I know Samuel's got a... Hammy's best, he picks up a 3-second time penalty as well. So we've got a lot of penalties developing here, and it could get to the situation where Pearson could get a podium here. You know, judging by the amount of people who've got what 6-7 drivers on penalties already. But we're just going to watch this battle quickly for P2. So right on the back of Cactus. Is he going to have a look on the inside? Going into turn 1. We're going to watch him down the straight here. Syndicate's going to turn on the overtake button. He's got overtake as well. And he's got DRS. And he looks, he goes to the outside. And into turn 1 they go side by side. Syndicate with the inside line. And does he make the mistake? No, he doesn't. Cactus gets a much better exit than him. And pushing forward, we've got Frosty and Finn battling it out here. P4, sorry. Oh, we've got the time. We've got Georgie, he's gone off the pits. He's called it a day. But Syndicate, and now he's having a look around the outside in this long left-hander. And what a brilliant move that is if he makes this stick. What a move if he makes that stick. That is brilliant racing from these two. This is absolutely brilliant to watch. These two have gone side by side for nearly half a lap now. Is Syndicate going to take the place from Cactus? He's got the power of DRS coming up in Sector 3. Cactus is just ahead. He's having to use a lot of overtake to stay ahead. But Syndicate's got DRS, he's got the overtake, and he's got in front of him. That is brilliant work there from Syndicate. Goes into P2. But is Cactus going to come back at him? He's got DRS on the main straight. He's got his overtake button on. Is it going to be enough for him to pull ahead? He's got the slipstream. He's going to pull to the inside, Cactus. And he gets ahead of Syndicate going back into turn 1. But Syndicate's going to come straight back at him. Round the outside he goes. Is he going to be able to make the move stick? I don't think he is for the time being. We've got Finn who's made it into P4 there. Ahead of Mr. Frosty. I do just want to keep an eye on the battle between Syndicate and Cactus though. But we'll quickly watch this. Fresh has gone ahead of Samuel. I think Samuel's gone into the pits. He has. He's gone into a fresh set of subs. Syndicate, he's got ahead. He's got ahead of Cactus again. This is going to be a brilliant battle starting to develop. And Syndicate, he's got way more overtake, nearly double the amount of overtake than Cactus. It looks like he's made that position finally stick. We'll keep an eye on it as it moves forward. Intercept. Cactus is going to have the DRS. Opens it up. Is he going to be able to get ahead of Syndicate? Sorry. Goes off to the inside. Syndicate looks around the outside. He keeps the move ahead he keeps it onto the last corner, but onto the main straight here. Cactus has got DRS. He's got his overtake button. He isn't going to use though for the time being. He's got a slipstream. He's going to pull to the inside. Is he going to make the move stick? Yes, he is. But back again into turn 1. These two just fighting, scrapping at it all race long. Syndicate comes out on top yet again. We've got Finn versus Jake racing P4 here. Syndicate managing to stay ahead of the time. Cactus has pulled out in second. Cactus has got a penalty as well now, so that will have a really big effect on his race here. Frosty's just dropping behind a little bit here, and we've got the Alpine and Jake just looking to get ahead of him. Oh, and we've got a crash in sector 3. That is in fact a Haas, I believe, and we've got a safety. So let's see who's going to pit. We'll have to wait and see. And that is the Haas of Footy Master who's binned it into the wall. Unfortunately, we didn't get to catch it on the screen. Very sorry about that. Now the big question is Mazepin going to pit here? It'd be sensible to. He is going to pit. Is it going to be the medium tyre or is it going to be a hard tyre? That's the question. I think it'll be the mediums, judging where we are in the race. It's the yellow striped medium tyres. Mazepin, Syndicate, Cactus, Finn, Frosty, Jake, everyone into the pit apart from Castro, who stays out. And that is because he's on the alternate strategy. He started on the medium tyres. So for the first time in this race, Mazepin is not in P1, surprisingly. And we'll run you through the order when we get behind the safety car here, once everyone's gone into the pits and sorted themselves out. So we've got Smithy in the pits, we've got Fresh in the pits, we've got Hammy in the pits, we've got Sam in the pits. So, you run an order for the time being as Castro in P1. However, he does still have to make a pit stop and he does have a 3-second time penalty. We've got Mazepin, who's the net leader of this race. He's in P2. We've got Syndicate in P3. We've got Finn in P4 with a 3-second time penalty. Jake in P5 in the Alpine. Matty in P6 in the Mercedes. Cactus, who's moved down to P7. Frosty in P8. Smithy in P9 in the AlphaTauri. Fresh in P10. Hammy in P11 and Sam in P12 with a 6-second time penalty. So, well, we're going to be stuck behind the safety car for about 5 laps now, so enjoy. My only regret is that we didn't get to see Footy Master pin into the wall. That's the only thing that's ruined the strength of the tonight. We caught everyone in qualifying binning it into the wall, but we missed the one in the race. We'll catch the next one, don't worry. Apologies. I've got a text. I've completely forgotten what on earth I was doing. I just find it so boring being on the safety car when you're on your own and commentating. Because everyone's pitted. Unless somebody goes into the back of each other and decides to pin it into the wall, there's not much to watch. This evening. As always, it's appreciated. If you aren't already, please press the follow button and get on always and join us. Join the 2,500 people who've already followed. And we'll take a short break. I'll be back when the race gets back underway. Oh well, I'll just stay here because you know what? The safety car's on this lap. It's as if it read my mind. As if it read my mind. Read my mind and it knew that I was getting bored. So you know what? Safety car in this lap. Castro's going to be taking the field away here. Now my prediction is that Mazepin will get him into turn 1 because he's on much fresher tyres. If it's not going to give me this awful camera angle, Castro gets us on the way finally after 3 laps behind the safety car. Mazepin pulls off to the inside, doesn't manage to make the move work, but Syndicate is right there behind him. Interestingly, Hammy is the only one who's managed to go into the softs, which is interesting to see because they were last the full 15 or so laps we've got left. But anyway, back here, Mazepin trying to get behind Castro here. Trying to get just behind him. He's got the overtake button, he pulls off to the inside into this long left hand turn and he makes the move work. He's ahead of him. Is he going to make it stick? Tyres. And we've got Syndicate just behind him. Syndicate just got into the wall and Syndicate is out of this race. Wow, I was not expecting that. So all but one person now is going to get another flag still in safety for that crash from Syndicate, and I was not expecting to see that happen with the safety car restart. Mazepin well ahead here. We've got Finn and Jake is just behind him. Jake's got the overtake button on. Is he going to take the Alfa Romeo here? Hammy has got past Mr. Frosty on them soft tyres. Is he going to make the move stick? Yes, he is. And next up for Hammy is Matty in the Mercedes. Just going to watch this battle for P3 now, which was the battle for P4. We've got Hammy, who's gone into P6 now. He's overtaken Matty. He's really making good work with those soft tyres. Mazepin's in the second ahead of Castro. Castro obviously still does have to pit though. And this now becomes very interesting because everybody, apart from one person, is guaranteed points here tonight. So, Hammy has another 3-second time penalty. Pushing a bit too hard on the softs. Mazepin will put 6 seconds. There's nothing catching him. Nothing catching him. I think he's all but in this race now, unless something were to happen. We've got Castro, who's got another penalty. We're going to have to run penalties here. So Castro's got a 6-second penalty. Finn with a 3-second penalty. So at the moment, Finn's got past Castro into P2. And now he's got to pull on 3 seconds from everyone behind him. We've got a long straight. Nearly everybody in the race is involved in this DRS chain. Smithy's got another 3 seconds. No, this is first. And who was that going to the pits for that? I was wrong. Mazepin sets the fastest lap on 1:30.6, and DRS is enabled now. And we have got so many cars. That's an Alpine going on the inside of Ferrari there, so that's Cactus. Taking Cactus into P4. We've got Finn leading us ahead, followed by Castro. Hammy was overtaking Cactus on some players. So Hammy making full use of them tyres at the moment. He's only 2/10 behind Jake. He's really going to have to capitalise on this because he's going to have to make another pit stop at some point. Sam has got another 3 second time penalty. I think he's on 9 seconds of penalties now. He is. So he's got to be careful. Fresh has gone into P8, so taking Mr. Frosty and Fresh really needs a good showing here tonight. Potentially going to P1 into the driver's standing. Sorry. And we've got Hammy who's gone into P3 now. This is brilliant to watch. Finn has managed to pull out a 2 second gap from him. Mazepin in P1, he's well ahead. We don't need to worry about him for the time being. And now we've got Jake who's looking for P3. We've got Matty who's gone into P6 past Cactus. And P5, sorry, past Castro, sorry. Wow. Ferrari goes into the pits there. Who was that? Was that Castro? Castro's gone into the pits. We've got Matty, followed by Fresh, by Cactus, by Frosty, and out comes Matty into 5th. It's a Cactus into P6 with Fresh. They're going side by side. Fresh has got the inside line here, into the left hander, he sticks it, and Cactus very sensibly pulls out of that move there. And Frosty was just watching behind there, just to see if he could, you know, kind of pick up anything, any scraps. And I've seen a Mercedes go off track there. That must have been Matty go off track. Frosty has gone past the Ferrari. Samuel in the Aston Martin Cactus as well. So Cactus is down into P9. He's lost about 4 places with him on that there. And Hammy has gone up into P2. He's overtaken Finn. Smithy has gone into P10, he's overtaken Castro. Castro's gone into P2 into the hard tyre. Bit of an odd choice. Finn is going to come straight back on me. He's going to take the outside line. He's got the DRS, he's got the overtake. And into the left hander he goes back ahead into P2. And now, again, we've got a long DRS chain. We've got Finn, followed by Hammy, Jake, Matty, Fresh, Frosty, Sam, Cactus and Smithy, all in one DRS chain. Hammy takes the position back into P2. Finn's looking right behind him again, though, and he's going to go into turn 4. Cactus has gone into the pits there. Hammy stays ahead for the time being, but he is going to have to pit again. I don't think the tyres are going to last till the end of the race for him, but he's made up good time. Matty's got a 3 second time penalty there for track limits. Smithy's gone up into P9 as Cactus has gone into the pits. Castro's also gone into the pits. And Jake has gone into P3, ran the outside of Finn there. And he's going to make his move stick. He's got his own take, but good exit from the corner there. Gets ahead of the Alfa Romeo with Finn, and that's brilliant racing there. Hammy in P2 is now a second ahead of Jake. DRS. We've got Finn behind him in P4. And there's a battle flowing here for P4. We've got Finn followed by Matty, followed by Fresh, followed by Frosty. Let's just keep an eye on this for now. We've got the Mercedes of Matty and Fresh in the Haas. Let's see what's going to happen here. Both got DRS. And Matty almost looking on the inside of Finn there. Doesn't manage to make anything happen for now. But Finn goes on the outside, pulls off to the outside, and goes past Joe and Jake into the podium places now. However, he does have a time penalty, so you'll have to keep an eye on that for the time being. Finn in P3, followed by Jake in P4, and Fresh in P6. Hammy has managed to pull a 1.8 second gap from Finn. Nearly 2 seconds now, so he's really making use of the tyres. Mazepin is in P1, and he's well ahead now. He's 4.5 seconds ahead of the rest of the field, so there's no need to worry about him. Not even got a penalty as well. Fresh has gone up into P5 on the other side of Matty there. Smithy's got a so there's a lot going on in the field there for the time being. And I don't even know what to say really. It's been a pretty good start so far. This battle for P3 is pretty fun to watch. We've only got 9 laps left. I wish we had more. We don't. As Fresh looks for a move on Jake. Jake closed off the inside. And down into the main straight. They're 3 abreast at the moment nearly. Everyone's got the DRS. Finn pulls off the inside. It's very defensive. And Fresh pulls ahead of Jake. Is he going to go into P3 here? Fresh, he goes into P3, 3 wide into turn 1. And here we go. Is there any contact? There might be a little bit of contact between the Alpine and the Alfa Romeo there. Jake comes off at the top in P3, but Fresh back again out into the left-hander here. They go Fresh. And what a shake-up with that finish. There's 2 places and 2 corners there. Followed by Jake, who's gone up 1 place into P4. And I think Matty's just behind Finn here, just watching, seeing if there's any scraps that he can pick up. But Fresh now gets overtaken, but he's going to try and push away from Jake, Finn and Matthew, who were all pushing. We've got Finn and Matty here going into the left-hander. It's been a very popular overtaking today. And Matty goes into P5, so in the space of half a lap, Finn's lost 3 places. Absolutely devastating for him. Jake is back into P4 now, and he's starting to spin out a little bit. Fresh comes off the top of that battle into P3. Going 3 wide into turn 1. Absolutely brilliant to watch. And now the racing has died down a little bit. We'll give you a quick run through of our order here. So we've got Mazepin in P1. He's well ahead of the rest of the field. We've got Hammy in P2. He's yet to pit. He needs to have another pit stop because those soft tyres will not last for another 9 laps. Fresh in P3. Jake in P4. Although Jake's going to look for a move around the outside here. Fresh keeps that inside line nice and clean. Very good defending there from Fresh. And again, he's just looking for little scraps, trying to pick up anything that he can find here. Jake in P4, again looking for that P3 off Fresh. Fresh does have a penalty though, so I mean, I wouldn't worry too much if I was Jake. I'd just stick in that DRS, wait behind and be patient. By this time, he knows that eventually it's going to come. Samuel has got another penalty here. I need a minute. I need a cup of tea. So, as I was saying, we've got Hammy in P2, Fresh in P3, Jake in P4, Matt in P5, Finn in P6, Frost in P7, Samuel in P8, Castro in P9, and Cax in P10, with Smithy, in P11. But we're just going to watch this battle for P3 as we go down the main straight here. Jake is just prowling behind Fresh in the Haas. And he's going to go very defensive on the inside here. And Matty has gone into the pits. Fresh has managed to keep P3. Matty is down into P8. He's got a front wing change, so that is Matty out of the fight for P3 there. So now it's just between Fresh and Jake for P3. We're still waiting to see when Hammy's going to pit. That'll be interesting to see, especially it'll be interesting to see where he comes out. Because them softs, I mean, if he can make them last another 6 laps, fair play. But the only real battle on track we've got at the moment is between Jake and Fresh. And Mazepin's just run riot today. He's been absolutely brilliant. Pulled out 5 seconds of Smithy has gone up a place into P10. He's overtaking Cactus, but Cactus is going to make a move around that left-hander. We'll just skip back to this here. We're just going to watch how this develops. Smithy and Cactus battling it out here. We're going to keep on this battle for the time being. This is brilliant to watch. Smithy gets the position again back into P10. And Fresh and Jake are having a battle here for P3. We'll just keep an eye on this for the time being. Cactus is overtaking Smithy. Smithy's re-overtaking him again back into P10. So that battle is looking tasty. But so's the battle for P3, Fresh and Jake. And I think Fresh is just hoping that Jake picks up some kind of penalty. Because as it stands, Jake is in P3. But as I've said, Jake just needs to be patient here. Fresh has got a penalty, he doesn't need to do anything unnecessary, and he's got a full battery as well, which Fresh does not have. Fresh has only got 3/4 of his battery, and Jake has got nearly a full battery. So Jake just needs to be sensible about this. If he's sensible, 6 behind Fresh, uses the DRS to his advantage, maintains his tyres, he could get himself a podium place here. Cactus has got a 3-second time penalty. And Mazepin is now 7 seconds ahead, but Jake overtakes Fresh there in that long left-hander. He's used the DRS to his advantage, and now what he's going to do is try to pull away. He's got to use his battery so that he can pull away from Fresh, try and break that 1 second DRS detection. However, Fresh is going to get DRS going into turn 1. And Hammy has decided to pit now, so that's going to push him down into about P5 or P6, I think. He's going on to another set of softs though, so he's going to be very quick. Keep an eye on him. And Jake stays ahead in P2. And now it's the battle for P2 because Hammy is pitted. And Hammy comes out of the pits. He's going to come out of the pits in P7. So got to make up around 20 seconds if he wants to stay ahead, get back into the position that he was before. Fresh retakes the lead place from Jake there on the inside, and these two are just going to battle out. It's brilliant to watch. Fresh pulls ahead though. But again, Jake really just needs to move. He's got a full battery, and he can just ride this out. He's not going to penalty. He just needs to be patient. He just needs to be patient. Wait his time, and he'll get the podium. He doesn't need to worry. Is Jake going to have a look back into Fresh in lap 22? We're just going to run through the order for you for the time being. So we've got Mazepin in P1. He's 12 seconds ahead of everyone. He doesn't even need to worry about it. Fresh in P2. Closely followed by Jake in P3. Frosty in P4. Finn in P5. Sam in P6. Hammy in P7. Keep an eye on him though because he is on fresh soft tyres, so he can get good time very quickly. We saw that after the safety car restart. Matty in P8, Castro in P9, Smithy in P10, and Cactus in P11. But he is battling out with Smithy for that final points position. And just as we join here, Cactus takes the position off Smithy into P10. And that point can be very valuable in the driver's standings coming towards the end of the year. Every point matters. And that is quite excessive practice, if I do say so myself. But Smithy's going to have a look down the inside here. Is he going to take position as turn 1? Yes, he is. He's ahead there. And he retakes the position off Cactus. That's a brilliant battle. Hammy takes P6 back off Sam. He's made up nearly 3 seconds in a lap there. So brilliant racing from Hammy. Finn in P5. He's just cruising. Frosty as well in P4. He's cruising there. Fresh and Jake, I think they've decided to call it quits for the time being. Mazepin picks up a 3-second time penalty. That's his first one. Cactus is retaking P10 from Smithy. We'll keep an eye on that battle. Hammy sets the fastest lap of a 1:30.25. So that's an extra point for the constructors' standings and the driver's standings there for him. But if we look at the penalties here, Jake has now gone down into P3 because he's out of that 3 seconds. And Frosty is making up time on him here. If we look, Frosty is closing in slowly but surely. He's now within DRS range of Jake. He's in 0.7 seconds. Smithy takes P10 back again off Cactus. No battle to keep an eye on that. Although Cactus has now gone into the pits because he's got broken front wing. We're just going to keep an eye on this battle here between the Alpine of Jake and the Williams of Frosty. And now going onto the main straight. Frosty's going to have the DRS. Jake's got his battery. And Frosty does not have any battery left, so I think Jake might be able to stay ahead here. Frosty looks around the outside, has a little peek, but nothing much going there. But on the inside here, into turn 3. We've got a yellow flag in sector 1, and that is a Ferrari. That'll be blue flags. Hammy has picked up another 3-second time penalty, so that could really hinder him. And then he has got Sam behind him, who's got about 12 seconds of penalties. Crash is pulled well away now into P2. Frosty is taking the position from Jake into P3. And again, as I said before, Jake just needs to relax. He hasn't got a penalty, unlike the rest of the grid. If Jake just bides his time and is patient, he'll get his podium place tonight. Oh, and he's lost his front wing! Jake clips his front wing there. And now, he doesn't need to worry. He's lost the end plate of his front wing. Hammy goes up into P5 and retakes the position off him. I'm just going to watch this battle for now, Finn and Hammy. Because Hammy's on fresh softs and Finn is on old mediums. Both of them are really low on ERS. Hammy takes the position around the outside. He has got DRS, but going into the main straight, Finn will have the DRS. So let's just keep an eye on this for now. Is Finn going to have a look on the inside or not? Hammy goes very defensive. And Finn pulls to the outside. Frosty has taken P3 by the way. And Hammy on the inside manages to stick it in P5, keeps it there. Frosty's into P3. And as I've said, Jake just needs to be patient. He does need to start pushing though, because he's broken his front wing. Hammy is right behind him as well now. Hammy is making the time move very quickly. And Jake, oh, and there's a retirement. Hammy, he's out the race. He's been hit off. And Finn goes into P5. Sam back up into P6 now. Everyone on the grid is guaranteed points. Wow. I told you we catch them into the wall. This is the final lap here now. And Mazepin. Conveniently, I did click on Mazepin is on the last lap. And we could be having last lap John Murray. Let's have a look at the penalties very quickly. We need to have a look at this. So, Mazepin is going to come. He's run a brilliant race. In P1 he goes and finishes the race. Mazepin wins the race. Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Fresh in P2 for now, coming around the last corner, and he will stay ahead. So, Mazepin, who's done a brilliant race today, he's in P1. He's won the race. Saudi Arabian Grand Prix of WOR Tier 12. Tier 10, sorry, my apologies. Fresh comes home in P2. Frosty comes home in P3. Finn comes home in P4 in the Alfa Romeo. Jake in the Alpine in P5. Sam is not going to stay in P6. Matty will overtake him due to his penalties. So Matty will go into P6. Sam into P7. Castro into P8. And Smithy, the last running car, in P9. And wow, that was one hell of a race. That was one hell of a race. What a race that was to watch. That was brilliant. Oh, I'm out of breath after that. I am out of breath. That was a brilliant race to watch. And it finished off with Mazepin winning, getting all 25 points. So let's just quickly run through the order for you. We got Mazepin in P1, we had Fresh in P2, Frosty in P3, Finn in P4, Jake in P5, Matty in P6, Sam in P7, Castro in P8, Hammy in P9, and Speedy in P10. That's your points positions. Cactus in P11, Syndicate in P12, Footy Master, Judgy, Razza, all DNFs today. It has been a brilliant race to watch. I thank you all very much for tuning in on your Thursday evening. I have been your commentator for tonight, TE Meadow. I will be back again next week, hopefully all being well. I'm not sure, hopefully with Tier 10 again, because that was a brilliant race to watch.